Okay. This is going to be my process speech. Sorry it's late, and I only have one audience. Me and my roommate are actually snowed in. Road conditions are extremely bad. We've had 15 inches of snow in the past 2 days. I didn't want to risk anybody coming out. I'm sure I'll get docked points. It's completely understandable. My process speech is going to be how a loaded cartridge works. Cartridge is also known as a round or a bullet. The bullet is actually just a component within the cartridge itself. It's slang terminology. A lot of people think of a bullet, they don't think of the whole case. There isn't much that goes into making a loaded cartridge. Cartridge is made up of a few different parts. Parts include primer, case, propellant, and the bullet. Cartridges are used for many different things like target shooting, hunting, military, police, target practice, just recreational shooting. There's a few different types of cartridges I have here. One being a straight-walled case, usually designed for revolvers or semi-auto handguns. There are also bottleneck cartridges that are designed for rifles. This right here is a straight-walled case, 9mm parabellum or Luger. It was invented in Germany in 1902. This cartridge is used in semi-auto handguns and revolvers. This is a 45 ACP, was invented by John Browning in 1904, around the same time. They're both probably the most popular calibers used in modern day handguns and firearms today. There are also bottleneck cartridges, like I said before. Both of these are bottleneck cartridges. They're always associated with rifles. I have a few examples of them. This is the 308 7.62mm that's used with this rifle right here I have as a prop. It's a Savage 10FP Police Tactical Sniper Rifle. And this is a 50 caliber BMG. I chose this because it's large. Hopefully you can see it better than some of the others. It was invented in 1910. The cartridge case is the main part of the cartridge itself. It holds the bullet, propellant, primer assembly. Externally, this is the mouth. Then you have the neck. Both hold the bullet in place when crimped. As you move down the case, you have the shoulder, and then you have the body of the case. At the bottom of the case, there's a groove here, and it's called the rim. The extractor from the firearm grabs a hold of the spent case, ejects it out of the gun. The bottom of the case here is called the head. Then we have the primer pocket and the flash hole, and then you got a bullet. The bullet is usually made of iron or lead. It can be copper jacketed, also known as full metal jacket, or copper jacketed bullet. The propellant is a powder inside the case that is explosive when ignited. The pressure builds until extreme amount of pressure releases the bullet from the case. This is a spent primer. It's really small and you probably can't see it very well. And this would be a live primer that's pressed into the bullet. Can't really see that very well. Apologize for that. The primer assembly consists of two metal parts and a small amount of explosive compound. The flash hole acts as a funnel to ignite the powder inside the case, which then builds the pressure and expends the bullet. The process of how a loaded cartridge works is fairly simple in its design. Cartridge is loaded into the chamber of a firearm. When the trigger is pulled, a spring-loaded firing pin slams into the forward, or slams forward into soft metal of the primer. The primer is a soft metal or copper brass, so it's easily crushed by the firing pin. The impact from the firing pin crushes the animal, and it causes the explosive compound inside the primer to shoot a flame through the flash hole, which then ignites all of the powder inside of the case, and it builds pressure, extreme amount of pressure, thousands of pounds per square inch until the crimp on the bullet gives way and the bullet is ejected out of the case, down the bore of the gun, and out at over 1,000 miles per hour. That's pretty much my speech. That's how a cartridge works. Appreciate it. Thank you.